In the beginning there was darkness. Then there was the Thrunite TC15 flashlight. Don't you just love wintertime? I know I do. Welcome back to the Tacomaholic channel, everyone. We have got a fun little product review for you today, but before we get to that, we just crossed 23,000 subscribers on the channel, which incidentally is the same population of Marshall City, Texas as of 2010. I knew we could get there one day. But seriously though, thank you so much for all the new subscribers and of course all the old subscribers who have been around since the beginning. You guys have no idea what your support means to me. I love watching the channel grow. And of course I'm excited to bring you more content each and every week. So let's get started today. I know clickbait titles are super popular on YouTube. I try not to use them too much. You gotta throw a little bit in there every now and then, but I guarantee you the title of my video today is not clickbait. The small flashlight I will be reviewing today is brighter than both of my headlights put together, so stick around to the end of the video. I will show you a direct comparison. And this is the flashlight in question, the Thrunite TC15 model number. I will go over all the specs in just a second, but if you are interested in picking one of these little bad boys up, and I know some of you are, links for it right down in the description below. Before I actually get started, I would just like to thank Thrunite for sending this out to me, getting it to me super quick. All right, everyone, I am going to, of course, show you what this thing can do at night towards the later part of the video. I'm going to go over the specs for now during the daylight hours, but first of all, check this out. You can see I have my measuring tape open here, and it looks like the measurement head to tail is 4 3/4 inches, so nice small flashlight. Obviously not one of the huger ones like those magnet lights you see the cops have, but believe me when I say this thing packs a punch, which I love because it's super compact. And actually you can see it's just a little bit larger than the Kino flashlight I reviewed a little while ago. This is the one that just plugs into the USB charger. So, I mean, if you count the part that actually plugs in down here, it looks like it's just like a ½ inch larger, but the Kino was only 300 lumens. This one on the max setting is 2300 lumens, which, yes, that's bright, but I will show you a little later just how bright that is. Believe me when I say it'll light up the night. And as we all know, the night is dark and full of terrors. Okay, so in addition to the flashlight, of course, here is the little box it comes in. I'm going to go over all the stuff you have in here, what is included in the kit. Go ahead and pull everything out real quick. Of course, you do get a gel silica pack, some instructions in Japanese, it looks like. I'll go ahead and throw that off to the side. Here's the little spec sheet I'll go over in just a second, give you guys specific info about the flashlight. Okay, so first up, you can see it does come with a small USB charger, perfect for my application since I did install my 2 TPAM. And of course, all 2nd gen Tacomas, and I believe all the 3rd gen Tacomas also come with a USB charging port as well, so you can keep it charged for a long time. Next up, you can see in the small bag, it does come with a cord you can attach to the base right here. Not sure if it's going to come up. There is a small hole right there at the tip of my thumb where you can install this, and if you want to loop it around your wrist or whatever if you're walking through the park. Nice feature to have. After that, you can see it does come with this Velcro pouch, which, let's see if I can do this one-handed. Nope, I cannot. So you can see the flashlight stores right in there, and then you can close that. That is not easy to do left-handed. So you can go ahead and close that and loop it around your belt if you want, and you can see it does have a strap back here, which I'm actually thinking, I'm not really sure where I'm going to mount mine, but the next part I'll go over, you can see it does have like a small C-clip you can use to mount somewhere. I know a lot of people like to mount their emergency flashlights right here on the side of the driver's seat. You could see you could mount it in there, perfect, ready to use. I'm either going to do that, or since the back of the flashlight does have a strap, I might try to use some kind of cords and actually mount it up here on my Mizo JDM Molly rack. Not sure about that. Incidentally, if you guys have not seen the video I did on this, check that out right up there. I will do a follow-up video very soon getting this thing all loaded up. So I haven't really decided yet if I'm going to mount this flashlight on my Mizo rack or on the side of the front driver's seat up there. Go ahead and comment below on which you think I should do, which would be more practical and just look better for the truck in general. One quick thing to mention about the flashlight: when you get it, of course, you will have to do that initial charge, get it fully charged up. You do have to unscrew the base right here because there is this small plastic cover I can't even grab because my hands are so cold because it's like 20 degrees outside. But this is covering where the battery in here actually touches the port where, you know, it does all the connectivity. I'm obviously not an electrician. I have no idea what I'm talking about for batteries and all that, but that's irrelevant. So you do need to unscrew that and remove this before you actually plug it into the USB charger, otherwise it won't charge because the battery's not properly contacting the ports. I did not realize that at first and I thought something was wrong with it, so just be aware of that. Once you have it plugged in, it does not take too long to charge actually. And there is an indicator light, I think just right there in the middle of where you switch to change all the modes anyway, that it is red when it's charging, and when it's fully charged it does turn blue. And you can see on the back right here there is a small port. I can't believe I actually got that open with my thumb one-handed. That is where you plug in the USB. The TC15 model from Thrunite actually has 6 different modes, one of which is just a strobe. And then you have the smallest Firefly mode, and again, I'll be going over all these at night. The Firefly mode is the lowest at just 1 lumen. Then you have low rated at 25 lumens, medium at 250 lumens, high at 1050 lumens, and then turbo mode, which is the 2300 lumen mode, which is brighter than both of my headlights. When you have the flashlight fully charged, all you have to do, if you just want to enter into Firefly mode, which is the lowest, of course, the lower modes you use will actually, you know, have longer battery time, obviously. For the Firefly mode, all you have to do is just press the on switch for 2 seconds until it comes on and you are good to go. After that, to switch between the modes, you just hold it again for 2 seconds once the flashlight's on, and it'll switch up from there. Whichever your last setting was on, it will go to the next one. So if you're on the Firefly mode, it'll go up from there. If you're on the highest mode, I believe it switches to the strobe after that, and then starts back at the bottom and goes back up to the turbo mode, which was rated at 2300 lumens, which is just ridiculous. As far as rating actually how long the flashlight will last, if you are just using the Firefly at 1 lumen, if it's fully charged, it will last for 41.5 days. If you are on the strobe, which is flashing fast at 830 lumens, it's rated for 180 minutes. Low at 25 lumens, you have 68 hours. Medium at 250 lumens, 6.5 hours. High at 1050 lumens, 90 minutes. And then on the 2300 lumen mode, you are just going to get about 2 minutes. However, so that obviously if you're lost in the woods, you're not going to be using the high powered one because that'll burn down the battery super quickly. But if you need to flag someone down, this flashlight on the highest setting, that turbo mode, 2300 lumens, it is rated at a max distance of 246 meters, which is just about 3 football fields in length. So perfect for flashing people down on the highway or whatever. You can get someone's attention with the turbo mode and then switch to one of the lower modes so you don't run out of all your battery power. Also, if you have any issues with your model TC15 flashlight, Thrunite does offer a 2-year warranty where they will replace it for free if you are using your flashlight for normal means. Not really sure what that means, but you get the gist. So 2-year replacement, definitely worth looking out. Everyone, we are here now. It is mostly dark, of course. I know there's some clouds up there. It looks like it's almost a full moon, so a little bit of moonlight going on, but as I pan around you can see it's showing up very dark on my camera, even though there's snow on the ground sort of reflecting the moonlight. So I'm going to go ahead and show off all of the lighting features at night with the Thrunite TC15 flashlight. Okay, to start off, I know that's probably barely going to come up, but if the flashlight is in the off position, you hold down the power switch for 2 seconds, the Firefly mode will come on, which is what you see right there, which of course that is the lowest setting at just 1 lumen. The flashlight will run forever on this setting though. And then if you just hold down the power button again while the lowest setting is on, it should go up to the low setting, which you can see right there. I'll sort of move around a bit. You might be able to see some of the trees back there. After that, it will go up to medium. You can see right there. Definitely much brighter. You can see some of the trees. Actually, there's a few layers of trees right here you can see behind each other, so showing off the light output of that. Hold it down for 2 more seconds, and this is the high setting right here. Again, much more output than the medium. Easily see those trees back there, and then maybe even some behind there, that's probably at least a football field away back there. Once you are on the high setting like this, if you double click, so don't hold it down, just double click the power button, it will jump into the turbo mode, which is the 2300 lumen. Which you can see right there, look at that, blasting those trees back there. Can't believe the amount of light that comes out of this 4.5-inch flashlight. And then once you're on the turbo mode, if you double click it again, it will go into the strobe mode. You can see that's good for an emergency situation. Quick flashing with the strobe mode, pretty hard to ignore. And since we're in strobe mode, let's have a little fun. All right, everyone, and now the moment I'm sure you've all been waiting for. We are gonna put the turbo setting on this flashlight at 2300 lumens up against both of my headlights. So I've got the GoPro running, headlights currently on. I'm not centered in the middle of my grill. I'm sort of off to the side on the driver's side headlight. So here's what both my headlights look like. Giving you the light output here. It's pretty dark out right now. Of course, the spread on the headlights is going to be a little wider, while the output on the flashlight is just going to be more of a focused central circle. And here's the light output just from my flashlight. I'm just holding it right by my driver's side headlight. You can see, like I mentioned, the output, it's more of a circle versus the spread for the headlights, but check that out. I mean, if it was spread out just a little bit more, like to match the headlights, I think you'd see, it feels like it's a lot brighter to me. At the bare minimum, it matches both of my HID headlights, which is pretty amazing if you ask me. So there is the turbo setting, 2300 lumens. Those trees right there, about 150 feet away, so half a football field. That's some pretty amazing output for this small flashlight. All right, everyone, that is the review for the TC15 from Thrunite. Who knew that such a small object could pack such a punch? But seriously though, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for supporting the channel by watching this video. Go ahead and grab your TC15 using the link right down below. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video.